Now, we don't have to meet for our helicopter flight until 9 a.m, but I'm still up really early. So the helicopter flight is our freedom of choice, and we might try and fit in the gondola this afternoon.
Hi, Michelle here from Travelling Over 60. Come join me on this adventure.
We started our morning with breakfast in the Vermilion Room, a restaurant in the hotel, and it was in this cute little alcove. It was such a cozy little spot to start our day. But things aren't looking good for us. The weather has turned. There is clouds and a bit of rain, and it's not looking like the helicopter ride will go ahead. Now we're going to get on the coach and go out and see what the plan will be. The temperature's not too cold today. The cloud cover's keeping it nice and warm. But let's have a check-in on what our layers are for today. Now we've got jeans, socks, and we're putting our walking shoes on and taking our jacket, scarf, gloves and hat along with us in case we get on that gondola. But I've also got a long sleeve t-shirt and a jumper on. Oh no, it's happened. They've cancelled our helicopter flight. Look at these clouds. It's just way too dangerous. As much as we're disappointed, we don't want to be flying when it's dangerous. But the best thing about being on an organised tour, and especially an APT tour, is usually if something is cancelled, there's a plan B. Now, yesterday at Lake Louise, we were meant to go on a chairlift and that didn't happen, but we just spent the day around the lake. Now, most times they will organise something else for you to do. So we do have a plan B for today. So let's take a look at this. Our freedom of choice was the helicopter flight, so it's cancelled now. But we're going to go across at 1:30 and do the gondola ride. But until then, we need to go shopping. You may have seen in my previous video, my very favourite carry-on has broken a wheel. I'm so disappointed. But wait. Now I need to go shopping. And we only brought one carry-on with us when we came to Canada. Now I've done lots of shopping. We're going to buy 2 new ones to take everything home. So we get dropped off in the shopping centre and we walk. We go to just about every shop that sells luggage before we find these beauties, 2 new carry-on bags. With our shopping sorted, it's time to head over to the Banff Gondola. Let's take a look. Okay, we're at the gondola. Now, there were steps and there's also a ramp. Coming up here and then you can go inside. Let's go in and have a look. There's a ticket desk, there's a place to buy coffee and a gift shop, but there's a lot of people here and we need to go and line up. Now, we didn't have to wait for too long, and then we're in our little 4-seater gondola cabin. Now, this is where the gondola's going to go. We're going to go all the way up to the top of the mountain again. You know how I'm not so keen to do that. But I'm going to do it for all of you so I can show you the view from the top of the mountain. And this is the perfect opportunity to ask you to do something for me. Could you give me a thumbs up? It really helps me out. Now I'm trying to distract myself from realizing how high we are, so it's the perfect opportunity to be looking for bears. Oh, and other wildlife as well. And then I turn around and look at the view behind me. The Fairmont Banff Springs Castle in the mountains. We've reached the snow, so I know it's not far to go. Now I'm hoping I get some good photos and video for you, but there was a lot of people coming up. Now you come off the gondola, out through the passageway. It's all flat here. You come over here to look at the mountains, but there is a lift over there. Shop up here, and I'm going out in the cold. Now you might think every gondola is the same, but look at this. Every view is different, but every view is amazing. I really like these signs. There was 2 of them, and they told you all about the mountains and pointed out which one was which. Even though there was a lot of people up there on the top of the mountain, we still managed to get those selfies and we look like we're there all alone. Now, just while you're looking at this mountain and that beautiful lake, you can see some of the clouds are still hanging around, but it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and look at that blue sky. We missed out on our helicopter ride this morning. If only it was this afternoon. We've come over to where the lift was, and we're going to take the lift upstairs to another viewing platform. Let's have a look. We just heard somebody in the lift say, "Nothing to see up there."
It's a nice day.
Well, what do you think? Nothing to see? And the hot springs are up there on the summit. Just giving you a better look at these viewing platforms where the arrow is there. So they were all the way along, and as you can see, this is like a path. Takes you all the way up to where the hot springs are. And I heard the view up there is amazing, but I'm perfectly happy looking at the view from here. It started to get cooler in the afternoon, but we still didn't have a warm hat or our gloves on. But we did find this nice little igloo to warm up in. Come and have a look inside. And if you want to warm up a little bit, come and have a look at this. It's so warm in here. Some seats. We've taken hundreds of photos and I don't know how many videos. So we're heading back down, and I just want to show you just a few more photos of the Fairmont Banff Springs from up here in the gondola. But take a look at this one. Castle in the mountains. Beautiful. Well, this was the only bear that I saw today, but we're going to make our way into the town now and have dinner in one of the restaurants. We found this restaurant called the Maple Leaf, and I felt like I just needed to eat here. They had a downstairs section, but we went upstairs to eat. Now, this is just giving you a look at some of the food that we ate. I don't really like to recommend restaurants because we all have different tastes. But what I can tell you is look at this dessert. It was amazing. And if you want to see it again, here it is from a different angle. And just to top it off, who doesn't like a little bit of ice cream to go with it? Now, I hope you've liked this video, and if you have, give me a thumbs up. So if you want to come on this adventure with me, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button just once. So come along and join me on all my adventures. Now my next video, we're up early because we're getting on the Rocky Mountaineer. I'm so excited. Don't forget to join me.